Let's go. Good
Uh,
afternoon, Stein. This is how you do it.
oh, that's how we do it? All
This is how
right.
you
Yeah,
do it.
we're
Like
we're
3 minutes
we
before for
yeah,
the
we're
10th time.
we're simulcasting today. We're simulcasting today. This
Yeah,
is the
we're on Twitter as well. So, what does that mean for the people who want to learn more about DEGA? Because they know we're talking about DEGA. So, we got a couple people in now already. So, what does that
yeah.
mean? Does it mean they can ask questions live?
Yeah,
They have.
a little bit later we'll be pulling people up one at a time to ask a question.
If that
Because our
works, we
guest
could.
today is Freaketon.
Okay,
So
freaked it.
he's like
Now,
the
I have had.
ambassador.
I've had only a little bit of interaction with Freaketon. He seems like such a cool guy. He has such a great energy about him. I love his vibe, his voice, everything is cool. He was in a mafia space recently talking about DEGA and kind of doing some things with the mafia. And so he's kind of repping DEGA today, coming to talk to us a little bit about what DEGA is and maybe explaining a couple things. Because, us here at the 2 Week Links, we don't know nothing. We're always trying to learn stuff and be educated. So I
Speak
want
for
to find out more
yourself.
about what DEGA is because they partnered with Cornucopias, who
Right.
we of course know what Cornucopias is all about,
That's
and
right.
we just want to find out more. So shall we bring the man on himself,
Yes, sir.
Freaky?
There he is.
Yo,
There
what's
he
up?
is.
How are you guys?
What's
How are you
happening,
guys?
Freaketon?
Himself. What's going on, baby? You good?
Oh man, it's good to see
Thanks
you.
for the invitation. Thanks for the invitation. Or the mafia, all the mafia people. You know, I'm a fan. I love you all, and I've been a fan for a while. And now that we're connected, it's been an amazing ride. And I'm also a rap fan, and I've been enjoying your music, bro. So I've been
Well,
enjoying
thank
it
you.
so much
You, man.
that I've been making AI
Oh,
videos with it.
you're talking to
Yeah,
Seven.
of course, dude. I've
Man,
loved
I
him.
thought
They've
he
been
was
so
talking about
great.
me.
Yeah, he's talking about you, Stein, rap Stein. I've actually shared them with my family and friends. AI videos, they all love them, and they're pretty cool. I appreciate that, man. So tell me a little bit about how you found out about the mafia. You said you were a fan of the mafia before anything else. How did you find out about the mafia? Was you kind of involved with cornucopias like as a personal thing prior to that, or?
No, I'm always been a gamer, and I actually came to crypto through games, because I started following different games. So my journey in crypto, it's been long also, but it's been more on the NFT side. So more than the crypto in the coin side, because I had my own collection. I launched a bunch of collections, and they were always involved with gaming and creation. I'm a creator myself. So I've been making films pretty much all my life, and music videos and all those things. I actually had a crisis and reinvented myself. And
Reinvention is
I'm a
wonderful.
dude, and Web3 NFTs kind of like gave me everything I was looking for in life. Like, it gave me a tribe of people that I could relate to, that I was as freaky as me, people that wasn't posing, just being themselves and being crazy and being creative. And, it's about being nuts and being free and being collective. And decentralization just blew my mind, like the power to do things community wise. And everything I've done in life is about building tribes, 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 tribes. Even when I was premiering a film, it was about the tribe behind the film. So Web3 and NFTs just gave me that tribe. So that's how I got in. And gaming just connected with me. I still play games. I still play Fortnite, PUBG, Counter-Strike, Age of Empires, and all those things. So I was looking to connect like that with that, and then I met Carlos. And Carlos is the CEO and founder of DEGA. And he started talking about his vision and what he was building. This was way before. And I was like, this guy is not only effing brilliant, he is aiming towards the same things I want. He's building that future that is not yet here. Like he said earlier today, he's not playing where the puck is. He's going where the puck is
Will
going.
be.
but
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
also building the path to get there. And I was like, I gotta be part of this. I gotta be part of this. I'm good with community. I'm good with content. I'm good with people. And I came in as an evangelist, as an ambassador, lead ambassador program, building the tribe, building the community, building all those things. And that's when he talked about cornucopias. I wasn't in touch yet with Cardano. I didn't
Mhm.
even know what Cardano was. One of our whale investors is a Cardano. He's a Cardano whale, and he's obsessed with Cardano. He talked about it a lot. But I was still a newbie, you know, and you go in through like other networks. So I was looking at other protocols. But when I met Carlos and they started talking about Cardano, I was like, oh, this is the way it should be built in a way. So this is the way I connect with the blockchain. And then they started talking about cornucopias. So I started looking up cornucopias and what cornucopias is doing and all those things. And that's when I met you. And that's when I heard about Mafia and I saw what you were doing. And only the name, I'm not gonna say okay, I was born in Medellin, Colombia.
Okay.
So that name connects with me in so many levels, even from my PTSD to
Oh my
to my
goodness,
hope
man.
plan.
That's not a good thing. Okay,
So
shoot.
let's not go into those dark places,
Yeah,
but
we will
of
go there.
course it was
Good
a
Lord.
it was a name that it was gonna be, you know, stuck with me. Then I started meeting, you know, Pinball Ninja and Zeke and Kev and Seven, and everyone was like, these guys are fucking cool. These guys are here beyond even cornucopias. These guys have a real tribal mindset and a business mindset. So
Mhm.
this is a tribe that is built to thrive. And that's what it got me from Mafia.
That's awesome, man. That is so cool. How you found your path into working with Dega and Core Mafia. And man, yeah, it's I know Pinball, he's always talking about you inside the Discord. He absolutely loves what we're doing together. And if in fact, actually, if you go into the Dega Discord, you can kind of find your tribe, right? So do you guys have a lot of different tribes within in the Dega Discord? And what is the goal with the whole tribe thing that you're doing in there? What's the reason behind that?
Okay, so the world the way I see it, I always gotta be metaphorical with this because we're kind of like all gods of our own worlds, you know. So Dega is building the ability to for everyone to be a creator. And when we're talking about being a creator, is being kind of like a god in the Dega realm. And these Dega worlds are gonna be built by these tribes. So it's allowing people to create and connect with the humans or AI. I don't know where this life is gonna go. So it's like beings in existence that you connect to in a value, purpose, vision, dreams, how to ways level. And since right now the boundaries of the physical world are gone, I can find my tribe online of people like you. Mafia has a vision, Mafia has a purpose, Mafia has values, Mafia has structure, and you work together towards something. You might not be, you know, if you don't connect with Mafia, you might connect with the MFC. But the MFC has different dreams that all come from Indonesia. You know, it's more related to the region, but it's also about thriving as a community. So it's
Okay.
giving everyone the necessary tools to connect, to find each other, and create together something that will help us achieve their best version or their biggest vision in their life.
Yeah. Wow.
That's what it is for me, the tribe. So we call it tribes because it goes beyond community. For me,
Yeah.
community, yeah, a bunch of people talking, but in the tribe, everyone is given their best to the tribe and the tribe retributes to them. So there's also tribal economy inside a tribe, and the bonds that make people or that join people together
Yeah.
are tighter. It's kind of like, I don't know if you've been in the army. When I wasn't, my army friends are my brothers. They're
Yeah.
not.
It's family. Not to quote Vin Diesel
Yeah,
too much, but it is family. It's like building a family.
exactly.
I mean, we help each other out. I'll give you an example. Just the other day, I had some issues with my computer, and normally if I had to take that, I know this is outside of everything else, but if I had to take that to a computer guy, you charge me an arm and a leg to get it fixed. Even though we weren't able to rectify the situation, I still had a mafia member who's a brother, like you say, who's a family member who is, and he was on the other side of the phone with me for over an hour trying to diagnose the issue and trying to help me out. It is like you're looking after each other. So I love the fact that DEGA is kind of pushing that tribe mentality, that family. Now, one of the things I wanted to find out, if you could kind of give, because you guys did an AMA with I think Carlos did an AMA with cornucopias, and it was great turnout and everybody wants to hear it. But could you kind of give us an overview? Because here we're uneducated, we want to be educated. Could you give us an overview, a very high up look down at what DEGA exactly is, how DEGA works, like what's going on with DEGA? What are you guys doing?
Okay, so I think the best way to understand what DEGA is doing is kind of like if you know about AWS and what they're doing with cloud tools, that is what DEGA is doing for blockchain gaming and the metaverse. It's kind of like it's building the Lego tools for every builder around the world doing games and making metaverses and creating those things, just to have some blocks stack on top of each other and build your own blockchain, meta chain, NFTs, everything in a really easy way that
Mm,
towards the user seems invisible. We don't talk about web pages or like, oh, we're building HTML with CSS, or oh no, I built
yeah,
Python. You
sharp.
don't talk
Yeah,
about like that. You do an app, you build. That's what DEGA is doing for everyone building. So you can focus on creating because you know the storytelling dynamics, playability, all those things. Why spend time on something that is just technology and can be just like plugged in? So that's the first level of DEGA, and then is the usability side, which is the DEGA render set of tools. That is, it's kind of like for us gamers and users to have our gaming world where we talk, interact with the community, where we exchange our clothes, and if I have this hat from one game, I can lend it to you so you can play in another game and make it easy and just natural. And one of the things that I think is the most amazing, and you're going to see it in the NFTs that are going to pre-mint on Monday, is the chat-based interface of the tools. So with DEGA, you're just gonna go like chatting, like, oh, I want to create an NFT. Yes, how do you want your NFT? Oh, I want it to look like, I don't know, an Aztec rapper on stage, and it will give you images. It's like, oh, I like image number 4. Let's do that one. Oh yeah, here it is. You want to mint it? Yeah, I want to mint it. That is
okay.
insane.
Wow.
That is putting
Yeah.
every like
So
technology on it's
is that using AI for that? Is that
yeah,
what you're
it
doing?
is using.
Something like, well, I don't want to mention names of these other platforms,
Yeah,
but
but I
same
know what
same
you're
thing.
talking.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah,
excellent,
we see
excellent.
it's one of the concept that Carlos has been developing, which is like explode in my mind. It was, and he hasn't talked about it that much. I think in LinkedIn we're gonna talk a little bit about that. Is liquid reality. Reality is not reality, metaverse reality. Reality is liquid.
Right.
Right here, you're coming into my cave. You're inside my cave and there's life in here. All our reality just goes to different places, but is one reality. And DEGA is
Mhm.
looking to connect all those realities in one seamless experience. I
Liquid
think
reality.
that's, yeah, imagine a party. Imagine a party, you're playing, you're singing, you're rapping on stage, but you have people there, but you have people on the metaverse, but you have people on the spatial computing, but you have also people watching you in a screen like this, and everyone can interact like if we were all together
Yeah.
in a
Wow.
natural, easy way.
That's
That's liquid
that was always
reality.
gonna be the that was always gonna be the, sort of the progression. You know, especially when things like COVID hit and you weren't able to, you know, to go to concerts and you weren't able to go to venues, and there's limitations to that too. You can only fit so many people inside of a, you know, I have people that have, you know, have reached out to me, just, you know, he's saying, oh, you know, I would love to listen to your music. I'd love to come to your show, but they're over here. They're in, you know, they're in Venezuela, they're in New Zealand, they're in here. And so this brings everyone together. I think that's incredible tech, man. It's great to see where all of this is going. So essentially, is it kind of like what you were talking about first? Is it you were talking about the blocks of kind of building it? Is that, if I'm understanding correctly, is that what an SDK is? Kind of like an SDK for the developers. It makes it easy for them to build. Is that, am I using the right term, or am I?
It's more like an API system, but yes, you can
Okay.
see it as, yeah, as an SDK. But those are the things that DEGA is really, how do you say? That's why I think DEGA is on the right track to change gaming metaverse into a liquid reality world with a seamless experience that we all connect with.
Mm.
And it will empower people like us to become creators, and to actually, one of the things I dream with DEGA is, since I'm a gamer, it's building the game I've never had. You know, I like, of course, I like violence and whatever
We do.
reason. I like violence, but I get stressful. I'm hyperactive. I'm always moving. But I
Oh
like
yeah.
open world. I like RPG, and I like all those things to come together in a freaky game. And my dream is to build the freaky game that I've always, you know, dreamt. And I know DEGA is gonna give me the tools, and with the partnerships that DEGA is bringing to the table, and the tribes that we're building inside of DEGA will allow me to also find people that connect with the game I dream. It would
Yeah.
allow me to connect with the technologies I need to build this, and I can create a tribe around, or I can connect with a tribe that says, oh, we love the freaky game, let's do it,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
let's do an
Great way to
ISPO
put
with the
people
DEGA
on the same
technology,
page. Yeah. That's incredible,
you
man.
know.
So yeah, so they're essentially helping you'll be able to build games. And so what kind of knowledge will a person need to have? I know it's still kind of early days and stuff, but what kind of knowledge will a person need to have to be able to go from zero to full kind of running a game? Will they need any kind of coding experience, or is it like a, would it be kind of like a drag and drop thing? How is it? How do you envision it
That's
going down?
that's the goal. I don't know if you have an experience with no code, you know, building no
Mm,
code apps. Building no code apps is really easy. You know, you can just watch 2, 3, 4 hours of YouTube videos and understand how to build a, I don't know, a Patreon for yourself, you know, with your
mm,
brand. And you can do it in 2, 3 full days. You know, that guys even wanted to go beyond that, but that's kind of like the comparison that I find more nearest to that. But as I said, Carlos is never going to where it's already there. He's going further to where it should be. So everything, dude, and I've been in the tech business for what, 8 years now, film business for 18. It's one of those few moments in life that, trust me, like, I've seen, this is something you cannot miss, because it's
yeah,
playing way ahead of the curve, but so simple to understand. And it's
yeah.
kind of like, why has no one, you know, like, done this before
Picked
in
up
this
on it.
way? It's like, dude, and that's when I think it's genius in the making, and that's why I think Carlos it's the right founder, the right CEO to carry this vision, because there's only a few people in the world like that guy.
Well, you need those people in the world, because I don't know how
Yeah.
many times in my life I was like, man, I would have been a millionaire if I just thought about that little
Yeah,
stupid,
yeah, yeah. Tell me
stupid
about it, man.
gadget. You know, it's like, that's so simple. That works so great. I don't know why I never thought about that, but yeah, you got to put that. You have to have that vision, that foresight into, and then you have to have the capabilities of actually implementing it. you know, because a lot of
Yeah,
people can think of something but can't implement it, you know.
You need to have the capacity and the ability to attract best top talent. And if you look at the team, at the core team in DEGA, everyone is top level. Everyone is, I can say that these are some of the best professionals I've ever worked with and the most experienced at the speed at what they deploy with the quality that they deploy with, the smoothness of the operation, everything. I've never seen it before, and I know I come from the startup world, and you, dude, producing a film is like hell breaks loose. You know,
Yeah.
it's pre-production is stressful. Is like
Right.
you go to bed at 1 a.m., you're back on set at 4 a.m. for 3 months. You know, so I come from high stressful places, and the army, of course, but a Colombian army, and going into this is like, dude, I'm surfing now, and everything gets done, and you can see it even before when we announce it that is coming, we're already testing it. We're not talking about something we dream. It's because we've
Yeah.
been
Yeah. It's
testing it.
not a pipe dream. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
So so
that's
it's
kind of
like
like
this.
cornucopias, right? I mean,
It's like,
Yeah.
oh, we're gonna deploy meta chains in 5 minutes.
yeah,
It's because they already did it.
yeah.
It's they already did it.
We were talking about
Like,
that in a voice chat yesterday about how cornucopias we no, they haven't advertised really. It's just this is kind of all like word of mouth stuff. And when the game launches, you know, how are these 40,000 people knowing about this and I don't know about it, you know, because we were all here early adopters. And this is why it's cool. This is why you know, I got into cornucopias and now DEGA. This is really cool. So yeah, man, it's exciting
I'm trying
times.
to think myself about maybe some gaming ideas. I'm gonna have to
dude.
throw one up and see what comes to memory, what comes to mind.
Yeah, man.
But you don't
Hey,
have to go complicate yourself with a crazy, oh, I gotta do a metaverse 3D world. Dude,
Yeah.
I'm gonna release a video today that talks about the Dega Batalla bot. The Dega Batalla
Ooh,
bot
you
is
can't say that
fun
yet.
as hell.
What was that?
And it's the Dega Batalla bot. It's a bot that is a text-based battle bot that I challenge. Let's say I challenge Se7en to a battle, and
Okay.
and Se7en says, "Okay, I accept the battle." And then the bot generates a link for Twitter, and I gotta go get friends and people to like and retweet my tweet, so I get power ups. So if I get likes, I get health bonus. If I get retweets, I get
what?
attack bonus.
You know
No
what? I
way.
wanted you to explain this to me because this is what you messaged me about, right? Was
Yeah,
this
yeah.
Damn,
yeah,
that,
And
please
then
tell
when
me
that's
they
more about it. Yeah, go down. Keep talking. Yeah.
God, that shit is wild.
It's cool. It's
it is
cool.
fucking wild, dude. And then when the time is up, the bot just starts like throwing random, like Freak throws a punch into Se7en's face and knocks his teeth out, and then
Fucking go,
Se7en
man.
knees get a
Oh
Freak in the middle
man.
section,
You're
and you're
fighting
like
to
all
bang.
yelling, and you're in Telegram watching a chat, and you're like yelling, like "Fuck yeah, take that, Se7en!" Dude, I never thought text game was gonna be so fun. Yesterday, I challenged the rabbit. I challenged the rabbit in the Telegram, and you can see the gifs. You know, everyone's like putting out gifs, and it becomes also a gift battle in between.
Yeah.
That's a game, bro. You don't have to overcomplicate yourself to create a dynamic that is fun. You know, we
That's where the
always think
tribes
of
come in, I
games.
guess. Where the
Yeah,
tribes come in and you can build that community and then you have it's kind of like I guess it's kind of like an influencer building up his community to and then coming out with a game and then he has that community that can come and get involved with the game and it's so I'm assuming that there will be a way for the people who create the games obviously to make money out of this and this will be based around crypto and blockchain and web3, correct?
yep. Yeah, that's the whole idea. And even for the tribes, let's say we're not doing games, we're not creating games, we're creating tribes and clans and guilds. We can have our own ISPO. We can have our own NFTs. We can have all our tools and create That's why Play Your Way, read the article about Play Your Way, because you will have gamification tools for your tribe. So you can create quests for your tribe, you can create challenges, you can create ranking, and make your tribal experience a whole game. That's DEGA as a whole. Consider DEGA as an RPG game. And all the
Okay.
tools DEGA you start seeing that are using DEGA are gonna be usable by everyone.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
one of the coolest things. So the gamification of the tribe, it's also key to engagement, but every tribe will have a different gamification way. Some will with vertical gamification, like you rank up with experience. Some
Yeah.
of them will be like horizontal gamification, like you buy a powerful weapon, you acquire a magic sword, so you still have your same stats, but you have a better sword, a better armor. It's
Yeah.
horizontal. Or you have a mix, a whole world, kind of like if you're playing Pokemon. So
Would it be
I,
safe to
I
say that this? Sorry, brother. You continue. Sorry. Yeah.
no, it's like what I say is like everything in life is a game. That's why we
Life is a
love
game.
games, because humans, the way we live life is game related, bro. This is just a
No,
fucking game.
that's one thing I'm actually trying to live by myself at the moment, is the fact that I'm just trying to remember, hey, this whole thing is a game. I try to look at it as a simulation kind of thing. And I'm in here and I just have to play it and you're like, yeah, it's great to play to win, but it depends on what your definition of win is. Oh man, what was the question I was just gonna have for you now? I had a question
Sorry.
that was something that was in my head, and
Well,
it was something I really wanted
why
to
don't
ask.
why don't
But
we see? Why don't we
yeah,
put this out? We got about 10 minutes left here because Freakin's pretty
he's
busy
a busy
man.
man, dude. They're
So
doing great. No,
I'm not
hang on. This is what
sure.
I wanted to say. It came back to my head.
Okay.
Okay, would it be safe to say, Freakiton, that Dega is kind of disrupting the game building industry in a way, because it's putting the power of building games in the hands of the people compared to the big studios who are making all the money developing games. Would it be safe to say that?
Yeah, is the call to rebellion by the creatives.
Yeah,
Totally.
decentralization.
Viva
Yeah,
Colombia.
it's like we're all fucking rebels, bro. We're all fucking
Yeah,
rebels in
true to
here,
man,
and we're
man.
like,
True to
it's
man.
like I'm gonna say something I don't usually say on the official channels of DEGA, and I might get like,
Well, that's fine.
it's like, fuck the system. People
Yeah,
is
man.
the people
The
are
Yeah,
the
system, bro.
system. We are the
absolutely.
system.
Sure. We are the system. Hey, I want
Yeah.
to see if we can take any questions on Twitter. So if anybody has any questions, put your hand up. And if we get anybody to ask a question, that's fine.
Problem is it's a bit delayed, so we'll chat a little bit and see if anybody come up. But yeah, no, this and now that because I'll be honest with you, I didn't really, I'm heavily into cornucopias and I love what they're doing over there and there's just always so much going on in your life to be able to read up on this and read up on that. This has really helped me understand exactly what they is and what they're doing, and I think it's it's just so incredible what the power of decentralization is and how we're I just love the fact that we can like I just said before, we're putting the power back in the hands of the people, and that is where it should be. It shouldn't be in these or giant organizations and corporations that are making bucks off us. And yeah, I think I am all with Vega all the way now. Hell yeah.
Dude, it's like one of the key things for this is, as creatives, as creatives talking, it's also changing the way we create, because we usually do it one way. When I was making a film, I would look for the story, I would hire the writer, I would hire director, I would hire editor, and then at the end I would take it to the people. Right
Yeah.
now I have the power to be in a conversation with all the mafia, like, for being like running this program in DEGA will not allow me to join mafia, but if I was in mafia, we would be talking about what movie to do together.
Oh, dude, I love that.
The movie would come from the community, from our
Yeah.
tribe, and then we would write it with the ideas of the tribe, and the people that love to write will bring their their talent in, and we can measure that, and we can translate that into tokens. into mafia tokens, you know, or I was gonna say, I was gonna say,
So-
whatever known drug token. Something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Hey, listen. I think I
Like
think
it.
I think I might have met some of your friends back in the '90s. Hey, but
Yeah, he definitely did. He definitely
yeah, down in Miami. Spent many years down
Yeah.
there.
Good
they're
Lord.
all, most of them are dead now or in
I'm
jail.
sure. I think
Yeah.
I'm the only one that made it out
It's in the
alive.
movies. Goodness
Yeah,
me, yes.
So,
I
are you,
love your come up story, brother. I do love your come up
yeah,
story, and it's interesting how you kind of went away from something where a lot of people would is their kind of dream career is to do film and to make movies and to be involved in all that. And you know you've moved into this, but I see why you've done it because this is the future. Now a quick question, just kind of not related, but kind of related. Where do you see AI in the place of movies in the future? Because I've seen some pretty crazy promises and what how much AI is going to at a click of a button it's going to be able to make a whole scene. You know, where do you see AI being involved with cinema?
it depends. In like the original cinema, going like humanly made is gonna become all like art house films. You know, niche creations that
New
follow
stuff,
an
yeah.
artist and want to see. It's because I follow Se7en and I want to see what Se7en creates. And Se7en can create with whatever tool, but it would still be a Se7en creation. That will be one side of creation, and that's tribal. That's the tribe that we believe that is behind Se7en, and tribal economy is going to be key for creative economies because on the other side you will have Netflix creating like tailored series for Se7en
Yeah,
because
yeah,
they know you, they know your taste, they know everything, and now with AI they can create a tailored series for you.
so
And
yeah.
it's just going to be porn. That's all.
Obviously,
yes, yes,
Jesus,
like going to the
liquor store.
higher level
it's
understanding of what porn is gonna be.
Yeah,
You're gonna be delivered the content you want the minute you need it, or even before you need it,
yes,
tailor in a way that you will engage with it, and it will all be
that
AI made in the second.
that
yeah,
was a Black Mirror episode last night.
I haven't
yeah. I
seen
believe
Black Mirror
so.
yet. I have to see the last series
That well,
Dude,
yeah.
Black
I don't want to
Mirror,
drop
but
any spoilers, but it was very similar to what you just said. The first episode was very similar to what you said.
you talk about a new season, Stein.
Yeah, the new season of Black
it's a
Mirror
new
started.
season out.
A new
Yeah, it
season.
started last night. So the first,
I,
I think it's the first episode. When you watch it, I think it's the first one. You'd be like, "What?"
oh
the
wait,
That's what
Mm.
don't spoil it. Don't
Okay.
spoil it. I have
No,
it for the
In
weekend. I have it for
10
the
minutes
weekend.
in,
I'm
10
gonna see
minutes in.
Freaketon in the back there talking about some stuff. He made it really. You made that
Ah,
first episode, didn't you, Freaketon? That's what it is. Yeah.
yeah,
It's
watch
good,
it,
man.
watch it. Well, I
A
think
good
that's
one.
very
Yeah.
interesting that it'll be doing something like that. But I think obviously there could be a downside to that too, because giving you candy, too much candy is going to make you sick after a while, and you don't get diversity because we found that out. We did find that out during all this advertising, the advertising boom from like Facebook and Google, all the research. It just kept giving
Yeah.
you this is what you like, this is what you like, this is what you like, this is what you like. So you never got to find any fucking thing different. You never saw that film noir movie in French that you never knew that you might like because they didn't give it to you because it's not on your
Pretty much.
mind.
You know what? You know what? My thought. This is my thought, my opinion. It
Mhm.
is right now. Right now, we are in the right place doing the right things. Why? AI will make technology and content a commodity.
Mm.
That's what it will make it. It will be a commodity, and there will be saturation. But what will come is tribal economies. We had the information, the era of information. We had the era of content. Now we're getting to the era of tribes. So knowing how to build it, already being connected with a worldwide tribe, already building for that is the key for the future. And in the right tribe, you can be creative, you can be developing, you can be helping, you can do whatever you want, bringing value to the tribe. And yes, the tribe will piggyback on some AI tools, but it will still be about the human connection. And it will give us more time. Oh, yeah, I do my job. Dude, right now, I run a studio of creatives that I usually needed $100,000 or more a month of 30 people with 2, 3 people. And we do things in one day. So you either have the choice to create even more or to free sometimes for human connections, which I think for me, that's the key, is giving me more time to be with my daughters, my wife, my friends, visit my parents, automate some of the fucking ridiculous shit in my life. Like have the meetings being recorded and have a summary and let me know what it needs to be done. And I just automate most of the things and I'm done. And I did in an hour what I was supposed to do in 1 week.
Yeah.
So is the moment for the tribes, is the moment for this type of connections. So that's why I'm saying, like, I find myself in the right project with the right people and connecting with a fucking tribe that I really can, like click with.
It's meant to be, baby. It's meant to be.
Well, we have run out of time.
Yeah.
Because I know you have some things to do. Listen, if you can just hang out for a minute after the show, we just want to say our proper goodbyes to you. And it was awesome having you on here. And I hope we can have you on here again soon.
Yeah,
dude, whenever you want, I had fun.
Yeah, man. Yeah, dude, that's great to hear. Thank you so much, man. It was so great. And I appreciate you explaining for me and for anybody else who wasn't maybe too sure what DEGA was all about. Thank you so much, man, from the bottom of my heart. It was so much fun.
We will definitely put all the links to the episode in our YouTube. So when you guys want to check out DEGA and Freaketon, you guys can find it. So, hey, you take it easy.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, have a good day. We'll be right back with you, man. Oh man, that was awesome. Wasn't that awesome?
Yeah, that was cool, man. He's such a cool dude. He's a great, like, I know he does more now, but he's a great ambassador for DEGA. He's like I said, you know what it is though? I'll be honest with you. You know why I think I vibe with his energy is because I think him and I are very similar in terms of he said he's a very bouncy, he's always moving around. I'm exactly the same. I can't sit still, man. So I vibe with him a lot. I think he's a cool guy. And he explained it so well. So now I get it. And now I'm all in on DEGA, baby.
Yeah.
NFA.
I back in the 90s, I couldn't sit still for fucking anytime.
I bet you couldn't.
Jesus Christ.
I bet you couldn't, you filthy animal. And now
I had a cold. I had a fucking cold for 1.5 years, man.
I bet you
Every time I go to work, the chef was like, you still got a cold? I'm like, yeah,
many chefs still got a cold. Sweet. All right. Awesome.
Hey, all right. Well, don't say anything during the outro, and then we got to get back. We got to get back to Freaketon really quick. All right? So we're running the outro now. Don't say anything. Oh fuck, man! Fucked it up again.